That's my name. I'm the Chief Observer of the European Union Election Observation Mission. We have been looking at polling units this morning here in Abuja with my team, and we have observers all over the country who are attending polling units this morning and this afternoon. We have over 100 observers in the European Union's team, and they will be sending information back to us here in Abuja. But I should say that we've been here as a team since early January, and we will still be here in April. So this is a long-term process. It's not just about what happens today in the polling units. It's about the wider electoral process, beginning back in the primaries, in fact, and running through into the governor's elections and a potential second round. So we're here for the long haul. We carry out our work against a methodology which is tried and tested. We've done this in many countries before. This is the 7th time that we've been here in Nigeria at the invitation of the Nigerian authorities, and we will carry out our assessment based on international criteria that Nigeria has already signed up to and based on the requirements of Nigerian law. So we're really honoured to be here to take part in this extraordinary exercise in democracy in this most important country for the region and for the continent of Africa. So I'm happy to take any questions that any of you may have this morning.
Okay, what is the experience like from the polling booths you have gone?
So I have attended maybe 5 or 6 polling units this morning, and it would be easy to make some quick observations. But what we try to do is to draw in as much information as possible so that we can identify relevant patterns which can then find their way into our preliminary statement. So 2 days after the election, on Monday, we will publish a preliminary statement, and we will hold a press conference, and we will invite members of the press to come to that press conference and to ask any questions that they may have arising from the published document. And then 3 months after the election is over, we'll do a final report, and this will contain conclusions and recommendations. So yes, we have taken note of things that we've seen this morning. We've spoken to all participants here, we've spoken to the polling officers, to some of the voters, and that will feed into the process that I've just described. So I hope that answers your question.
Yes, you said you have 100 observers from the European Union. What is the distribution all over the country?
Yeah, so in late January we had 40 observers who began to deploy across the country, and they are covering all 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory. And they have had engagements with stakeholders in each of the states, and they have issued reports, interim reports, over the last 3 or 4 weeks. We then deployed a further number of short-term observers that are drawn from the embassies of the EU member states that are here and present in Nigeria, together with representatives of Norway, Switzerland and Canada, non-EU countries that are assisting in the short-term observer process. And so in that way, we have presence across the country, and we will of course coordinate with other observation missions to some extent, including domestic observation missions, and we've seen some of them here today at this podium. Okay, thank you very much.